guys, it's Sarah or Filled Criminal, whichever you prefer, and today I'm going to teach you how to iron and also steam your Lolita pieces. Okay, we're switching over to voiceover. So right now what I'm doing is I'm adjusting the dress. This is what I use to iron. I use faultless heavy finish starch. Starch makes your dress a lot more stiff and a lot harder to wrinkle than it does with water, so I definitely recommend it. So then we're just gonna iron, we're gonna smooth it all out, get all those spots and creases. We're gonna iron it to the best of our abilities. It takes a little bit, but the end result is worth it. And there we go. So that is how you iron part of your Lolita dress. So you're just going to want to do this over and over around the rest of the dress. This usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes per dress, unless you get like the time down. Like if you practice a lot, you can get the time down. I usually take 10 to 15 minutes per dress just because I want to like make sure I get everything. Once you get into the rhythm of it, it's a lot easier to do. And it's definitely worth it. You can tell that you've used starch compared to water. You can definitely tell like the texture of the dress is different. It like holds up different and it holds its shape a lot better. So yeah, as you can see, I'm saturating it pretty well. I'm saturating it a lot to get that perfect finish. It takes a little bit of starch, like it takes a moderate amount of starch. You don't want to spray for too long. You just want to make sure that you get it well saturated to where like you can see the ironing board underneath. So as you can see, I'm just flipping the dress over and just getting each part of the border print saturated and ironed. So as you can see, it's a different texture now, it holds a lot different, and what I'm pointing at right now is you want to get the top part of the skirt. So the top part of the skirt is also still wrinkled, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use the other side of your ironing board. You're going to want to use the side that is more pointed, and this will help you with getting the top part of the skirt ironed. So you want to pull it up, until you get the hem of the dress all the way to the point of the ironing board, and then it should lay flat. So then when you're well saturating it, you can tell on camera, it's kind of hard to tell, but you can kind of tell that I'm well saturating it by the translucency of it, but as I iron, it slowly becomes less opaque. So yeah, so that's how you do that portion of the dress. So you're just going to want to do this 100 million times. It takes a little bit, but it's definitely worth it. The results are really good and it definitely makes a difference. So yeah, that's how you do that. So as I'm doing this, I kind of wanted to point out that there's been some changes around the YouTube channel and I wanted to share what's going on. So I have recently redesigned the banner, the profile picture, as well as the YouTube thumbnails. So I have been thinking that it's just a better idea to redesign it. I thought the old ones looked a little bit stale. I thought they didn't look as good. So what I did is I redesigned it, and I'm really happy with how it came out, and I hope you guys are happy with it too. Also, another thing that I wanted to bring up is that I am attending Techo. As of recording this video, I know this is coming out in probably August, but as of recording this video, I have not attended Techo yet, and I am very nervous for it. I am very nervous. I hope that I live up to the expectations of you guys that are attending, and I hope that it's a lot of fun. I'm just worried about it because I always get worried about trips that I take. I will be taking the bus to San Francisco, taking BART to the airport, and then taking a plane all the way to New York, John F. Kennedy Airport, and then I will be flying to Pittsburgh. So that's what my trip looks like. Here, as you can see on the dress, the waist bow and the bodice are a little bit wrinkled, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the pointed part of our ironing board again, and we're going to lay it down flat. There we go. Flatten out all the creases, make sure it's laying flat, because if it's not laying flat, you can cause wrinkles and then iron the wrinkles in. Well saturate it. And iron. You want to be careful of the lace, which is what I'm doing, as you can see. You want to always be moving the iron. If you don't, it could get stuck or it could burn a hole into your dress, so you just always want to be moving it around. Alright, that's what that looks like now, and it looks a lot better. Now onto the waist bow. So onto the waist bow we go. We are going to lay it down flat, and we are going to just carefully saturate it and then massage it in there a little bit. We are going to take that and take the iron and iron it just like so. Being careful of the lace and the zigzag, the rickrack, that's what it's called, the rickrack. Just being careful of that and making sure we don't burn a hole into the fabric. Just saturating it again. Looking good, looking good. And here we go. So you can see the difference between the iron side and the not iron side. It's a very big difference. Next up, we are gonna be steaming our Kumia's Love Heart Embroidery jumper skirt. First, we're gonna take a little bit of a dance break. Woo woo. And then take a little bit of a water break. How long is it gonna take for the steamer to heat up? So we are waiting for that. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the steamer and we're just going to gently brush it against the part of the fabric we want to unwrinkle. So as you can see, that's what I'm doing. It's a little bit difficult to hold the piece down whenever it's hanging and like dangling, but you definitely get a sense for it once you start doing it a lot. So this is just me doing that, and then you want to do the bodice, because it's very important to make sure the bodice is not wrinkled. The reason why we're steaming this is because it has a lot of embroidery and I don't want to ruin it by ironing it. So as you can see, the wrinkles are a lot better. It's not going to be perfect, but it's a lot better.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's tutorial. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like or comment down below what your favorite part was. Thank you so much for watching again. And yeah, I'm so excited to see what the future holds for us.